Alright, welcome to the recap of Thursday and Friday from 2024 Safari Rally in Kenya. Now, I'm going to start off. I've had a few problems with Rally TV. I don't know whether you have as well, but it's been a bit hard to watch all this stuff, which is a bit of a shame. But we'll start on Thursday, last night. We started off with a 4.84 kilometre super special stage in Kenya's capital, Nairobi. The stage was finally taken after it started by Thierry Neuville by only 1/10 of a second from Ott Tanak in another Hyundai, with Toyota's Kalle Rovanperä in third. But these results really don't mean anything. It's just for show. No one's going to be pushing too hard because we know that on the super specials you can lose the rally, but you really cannot win the rally. On to Rally 2 from that first stage. Gus Greensmith beat Oliver Solberg by a fairly large 2.8 seconds, with the winner of the last two Safari rallies in WRC2, Ketan Ketanovic, in third place. However, Thursday's highlight was the amazing acrobatic manoeuvre from Saman Singh Vora, taking his Skoda Fabia very spectacularly into the Kenyan scenery. Alright, on to Friday. Friday was made up of 6 stages, totalling a length of 127.5 kilometres. The morning started with a 19 kilometre windy wake-up for the drivers through the amazing Kenyan scenery, which was won, rather unsurprisingly, by Kalle Rovanperä, all rested and relaxed, as I predicted. He then followed up on that by taking the next 2 stage wins, making it 3 from 3 on Friday morning. At the lunch break, Lappi was in second, having a very solid morning, just trailing Rovanperä by a little bit. And Tanak in a Hyundai was third. Neuville was running well all morning, well for the first stage of the morning, until he got a puncture in stage 3. While it did do a lot of cosmetic damage to the car, it didn't seem to slow him down too much. So that's alright. On to WRC2 from Friday morning. We expected Solberg and Greensmith to really be trading blows all weekend, but Friday morning was an absolute disaster for Solberg, with him picking up an unlucky puncture on stage 3, which he then fixed in the stage. And for Solberg, the puncture gods were not satisfied with his sacrifice after he got another puncture in stage 4, dropping him down to 7th in the Rally 2 class. And to make Ollie's day even worse, his main opponent, Gus Greensmith, was on a roll, taking all the stage wins on Friday morning. On to Friday afternoon. Friday afternoon was just a repeat of the morning's loop. So, Friday morning was pretty good for all the 3 teams, but the afternoon brought some serious woes for Hyundai. After the gearbox in Lappi's i20 failed on stage 5, and then on stage 6, Tanak hit a large rock with the underside of his i20 and broke his steering rack, which then sent him fairly slowly into a dirt bank. Both drivers are out of the rally now. And Toyota fully capitalised on Hyundai's troubles, with Kalle Rovanperä setting the fastest time in all of Friday's special stages. He was slightly pressured by Tanak until his demise in stage 6. At the end of the day, Kalle Rovanperä led Evans and Katsuta by the best part of a minute, making up a Toyota 1, 2 and 3. In Rally 2, Solberg managed to give himself one thing to be happy about, after winning 2 of Friday's 3 afternoon stages. He also managed to climb up to 3rd in WRC2, having been down in 7th after his 2 punctures in the consecutive stages. Second place in WRC2 after Friday is Ketan Ketanovic, who is still in a position where he could win the WRC2 category for the 3rd year in a row, but he's fairly far off Gus Greensmith, and if he does win, he will need Gus Greensmith to have a problem. And on to Gus Greensmith. He's leading the rally on Friday night after a very solid day where he really didn't have any problems. Tomorrow is definitely going to see a lot of chaos, so you'll want to subscribe to see all that. The stages for tomorrow add up to a total length of 161 kilometres, made up of 6 stages. Tomorrow we'll also have the longest stage of the rally, a fairly considerably large 36 kilometres, which will be run twice, once in the morning and once in the afternoon. And the last thing from me today is a look at the weather for tomorrow, which shows that there'll be a small amount of rain in the afternoon, but nothing in the morning. But we never know. Safari Rally kicks up whatever you don't predict. So we may see heaps of rain, we may see no rain. And on that note, I will see you all tomorrow.